Dark Elves, but this time we're going to be giving them a wizard by the looks of it. They have got tackle, which is more than the last Dark Elf team we played. These are going to get a wizard against us. We have tackle though now, to be fair, which we didn't before. This is a pretty nice Dark Elf team. 2 guard, got some mighty bow, got some tackle, got a nice sidestep witch elf, got kick. Pretty solid team, good record. Yeah, it's going to be tough because they'll have the wizard. Oh, they won't have the wizard, 2 journeymen, and they can't even scum it. Just, okay, that definitely helps. Still can be tough, but anyway, this is game number 13 for the Wood Elves. Okay, they're taking the bribe. Interesting choice. They have spent deep from the bench to give themselves the best chance they can. Unite, guys and gals. How much tea Blood Bowl streamers usually drink? I'm starting to think I should probably drink more once in a while. Tea. Drink all the tea. Morning, Samich. Guys, should I launch a tea brand? Misspelled trees, misspelled teas. Am I a big enough streamer now that I could support myself selling tea to you guys? Very confident I can't. I actually had my favourite Blood Bowl team was a rebel team that I had called Misspelled Teas, and all of the player names were Misspelled Tea, and I love that team. They're my favourite. Hey Hancock, I want to ask you how your Chalice game went, and I don't know if that will be spoilers that upset anyone, but well, it's my stream, so look away. How did it go, Hancock? I hope it went all right. What are we shaping up with here? 4 forward mean putting that in front. So maybe we just do a boat. Maybe we just do a boring boat. Boring boat. Like I do sometimes just put the catches out in front, but I think for now I want to do this. Okay. Got the winner, congratulations. Oh, well done, because that was a tough matchup. Oh, it's amazing. Turn 1 got this. Turn 2 first action was a bug that quadded. Was in deep trouble. Oh my god. I'm looking forward to watching that back. Yeah, we ended up having a very nice game against those dwarfs. The dwarfs definitely unravelled a bit in the second half. They got very unlucky. Like, we got a pitch invasion at the start of the second half that just knocked down like their entire team, and so then it was yeah, really easy to get the 2-0. And then I don't know, I thought they played their last offense a bit weirdly. Like they didn't push that hard, and eventually they just left a base on, and on turn 16 we decided to make a play and go for it. Any reason I play with all the skills on? I think it's because I don't always find it easy to tell the models apart. Like, you can see difference between the catcher and the lineman, but like if you turn them all off, like how obvious is it the catchers and the linemen are different? Like they're standing with their arms the other way around. So I tend to just leave the skills on unless things get really out of hand. But I know some people think it's too much. I want to do that team a spelling mistake. That'll be a fun Riff. So on that Wood Elf team, the Misspelled Tees, all of the players, all of the elves were named after like a variety of tea, right? So the war dances, for instance, because I was playing in a league with mostly Aussies, the war dances were Earl G'day and Lady G'day, like Earl Grey and Lady Grey tea. But the tree man was just called Tree, spelled Trea. So it was like a mashup of tea and tree. Our team went all the way to Rebel final and then got blitzed 3 times in the final of in the Rebel final. Rebel's a league of like 700 players, so getting to the final is tough. And we got to the final, and then we stole the Dark Elves ball and scored on their drive, and then we got blitzed on 3 consecutive kickoffs, and it all unravelled. And I had a dead Apo dead, and just like it was a very sad way to end the team and the run. It was like just getting to half time in the game, you're like, I'm in a really strong position, then just like everything went wrong. I think every Blood Bowler has like one game that they hang on to. It's like the one that was like their bad beat, and that was my bad beat game. Because 3 blitzes in a row in an Alpha off is pretty hard to overcome. And it was a final, so you care more. Okay, coming after the wrestle. Getting us. Hack wrench, hang on. Good. So that's the Mighty Bow hit. Always good to weather the Mighty Bow hit. And Sofiana taking a hit and going down. She's all right. 1 more hit to come. So when people talk about the value of the tree, like games against other elf teams are generally the games where the tree has less value because elves can just dodge away from it so easily, right? It's a 2+ to dodge away even if you base them with it. But there's like value that I think people don't always see if they're not used to playing wood elves and don't recognise the tree. So that turn, we only took 3 hits instead of 4, which is what you normally take on the line, because of the tree. Because the opponent then just doesn't base the tree and takes the hits here and here. And that stuff does add up. Oh yeah, they just didn't get the ball. Can we get to it? Yes, we can. Is this a trap? Maybe. That does not help us. Gotta try though, right? Ball on the floor, you gotta try. Yeah, it was a 1. You just gotta get out of the way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good GFI hit there with the tackle. Why have I not moved an assist on this first? Because I'm an idiot, is the answer. So do we just go for this one? Or do we take the 1 dice? Got away with it. I feel like my ideal scenario is getting the ball with the catcher and throwing it back to here. Just asking a lot, but we're elves, and sometimes you should ask for a lot. Damn it. Did I ask for too much? I did. Oh well, should have stopped. Should have stopped. Punished for my greed. But yeah, just getting the ball in there. Maybe that wasn't even better. Maybe it was better just to hold it there. Make them knock you down. We're now quite out of position if they do get this, because they can just swing around this side. Oh, interesting choice. They're going to do the 3+ pickup. I thought you'd go for the catcher. Of course, it has got side step, so I can see why you don't. That was too greedy, wasn't it? I shouldn't have done it. I should have not done that last pass. It was just getting there without having used a reroll. You start to think, oh, I can have everything. And yeah, it was too much. Hey, Dado. I like your new seagull emote. Seagulls are so noisy on your stream lately. I don't know if it's because you moved, because you had to move house, or if it's something else, but they seem like they're super noisy lately. Damn it. Wanted them to use a reroll there. Or they could just snake that. That works too. That is so unlucky. That's so unlucky. Do we just score this turn, or do we try and burn some clock? And we're not going to stall to turn 8 from here. But, very nice. Thing is, I really want to score on Tommy House. I want to pick this up here now, but I shouldn't do that because I should make the screen first. But I do really want this level. Punished for greed. Not max punished. Although, have I now made this get served? Because I have not probably thought through enough how to make sure. Well, it's strength 4, so if we make a screen, it's going to be pretty hard to serve it. Playing very sloppily. Greedy and sloppy. Which is a combination. Just put tackle in front. Is what that's about. We'd also like to score on this rookie catcher, but yeah, that war dancer in particular, I would love to get the SVP for, so. All right, well. Didn't have any window open in my own apartment. This one is one big room with a French balcony. Needs to be open for either sake. Yeah, fair enough. a better mic that's not on the horizon. Yeah, it's tough. I was able to justify my mic a bit more because I need it for my work as well, but they are expensive to get nice ones. I'm afraid dog cam isn't working right now because Ross has gone off around the corner because there's a sunbeam around the corner, which I understand his reason for going around the corner. He's found a nice sunbeam, so. And I can't get the camera around that corner. It's too far. How many people managed to get into Andy's tournament? I'm going to Andy's tournament. I'm so excited for Andy's tournament. July, August, and it's like 4 months away. But I'm super pumped. Okay, it's just taking the hit on here, which I did leave on because I was being super cautious about the surf I'd set up, and I left that tackle in front. Could foul it. They have only got 11. They have got a bribe. I forgot they have a bribe. So they will foul it probably. So this could be bad. Mistakes made. Many mistakes made, to be honest, in these first couple of turns. Hang on, Forest Talk. We would really prefer you not to die. You're in one of the few Welsh coaches. Exciting. Are you going to like the Welsh Open or whatever it is that's coming up soon? There's definitely a tournament in Wales soon, right? Oh, that is casualty. So Punished is going to use their bribe. What do we reckon? We're going 1-0 up on their drive. Down a wall dance for the whole game is tough. We could suffer for that mistake. Oh, did the bribe fail? They're down 2 players already, so that's good. I think we're just going to score here. Is there anything to do first? Could take a blitz of some sort. Might as well. Can we make this a... Don't think we can make it a 3 dice. Fair enough. That was a tough call on the Apo. That was definitely a tough call because we could well lose an important player now in the rest of this game. Yeah, it's really swung the game in our favour because now we've got 11 players, I think. I don't think we've lost anyone yet. They're 9 and their bribe is gone. I mean, the opponent is salty, and like I understand they've had some bad luck, and I've even made some questionable decisions and got away with it. On the other hand, they did not pick the ball up on turn 1, which is no one's fault but their own. So, yeah, that's not the dice's fault. Like, none of that situation would have happened if they'd picked the ball up, which is fine. Like, it happens. Like, I've had turns where my brain shuts down and you forget to do something. But, yeah, I think the level of sort of salt maybe is slightly not acknowledging that they made a pretty bad mistake to get themselves in that position. Free reroll's nice, seeing as we've already burned through 2. The thing with using that reroll is now it's going to make me, that app is going to make me really reluctant to do any sort of leap plays with the wall dancers because you just don't want to put them in position to get fouled. So it is definitely not great to have used it. It's nice that it was a skilled player of theirs that went off as well, though. Not like an amazing one, but still a player with a skill, not just a random journeyman. Got one back, so that puts us on 10 instead of 11. No appos for anyone. Sorry, Zofiana. Yeah, exactly. Still, so we've all done it. Like, I'm not criticizing the coach for doing it because I've done all sorts of like misclicks, forgotten to do things. Those happen. I just like to do that and then moan loads about the dice. It's a bit like, well, wasn't just the dice, was it?
We are the weirdos, mister.
Hey, Reedy Reed, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Weirdos. I think that's your first one. Nice to have you with us. I don't think you've been chatting, so say hi if you want to. And yeah, totally true, Collie. Like with league play, it's much more nuanced, isn't it? Like, do you want to like think about your next opponent? How important is the next game to win? Things like that. Have you seen your orc team up to 9 guard? Oh my goodness, Dado. Sounds like you're enjoying it. And that's what orcs need, right? Because that's how you counter the claw teams. It's just by having more guard in them. The dog, I'm afraid, I just said this, he's gone around the corner because there's a sunbeam. As though he's decided that as comfy as the sofa is, if it's a choice between comfy sofa or sunbeam is the winner. And I can't get my camera around there because there's too much distance and a fridge in the way. I'm going to push you onto the tree. Because I can. She should push you there, really. Because now I'm going to end up moving someone up to stand in that square. Anyway. We did it, so let's live with it. Nice. Good job, Klex. We need to get you some SVP, Klex. At some point, we need to get you some actual sipperput of your own. But for now, it's a nice start. Didn't think I would enjoy it this much, but the fact that the goal has been to build 10 guard orcs, not qualifiers, kept me interested. Also, the Agi Goppo. Do you know what? Like, I mean, first of all, that's awesome, and you should enjoy it. And don't let your presuppositions about teams stop you from enjoying them. If you're enjoying it, enjoy it. And I didn't like orcs. I think I found them too slow. And this comes back to, I think, probably the root of like all our disagreements on team building data is like I never want the slower options, whereas orcs to me felt like a slower option. But having said that, because I just was lurking for like a little bit when you were playing the other day, and I was looking at that Agi 4 goblin, and I was thinking, actually, the goblins on this team are incredible ball carriers. Like with Agi 4 clearly makes it so much better. But like even just a regular one, completely another snake. Wow, they have had rotten dice. Even just a regular one, completely changes one of the ways you would defend against orcs, right? Because one of the ways I would defend against orcs would be with an elf screen. And goblin ball carriers just like don't give a stuff about your elf screen. So getting one with Ag 4 like then clearly completely like takes it to another level. But yeah, goblin ball carriers. I'm into it. And I think if I played orcs again, I'd give that a try. To see if I ended up liking that better. Because also if you put goblins on the pitch, of course, the team is less slow. It's still slow, but it's more movement 6. Which is improvement as far as I'm concerned. More fast is more better. That's like always my feeling on Blood, basically. I mean, I guess they are still a little bit Daedal because unless they've got sure hands, then the strip ball plays on, and sure hands is a double for a goblin. But yeah, they're a lot less than they're a lot less than the they're a lot less vulnerable when you have the guard. Well, the other thing to bear in mind, Mordred, and I know it's a controversial thing to speak about on this stream, war dancers aren't always strength 4. Sometimes war dancers are only strength 3. It's very sad. We feel bad for those war dancers, but it is true. We're here for all the war dancers. Don't judge the ones that are only strength 3. They're doing their best. They're trying, just like every other war dancer. They were just born without the truly skilled war dancer skills. I mean, you have had the best war dancer of all time. I've had the best witch elf of all time, and I did get her killed. But you've had the best war dancer of all time. Okay, so they kept that back there so they could farm the SPP. Start a charity for 4 strength 3 war dancers. I agree. Or let's petition Games Workshop and they can make all war dancers strength 4 from now on. Yeah, I actually don't know with Mordred. Like, I actually don't know if it's worth saving up for the stats on war dancers anymore in the new rules. Like, it sounds good. And I think maybe if you get the agility, it's worth it. But strength now is 80,000. And in the new rules, with how good star players and inducements are, I actually just don't know if that's... I don't know if that's good. I think you might not want to add 80,000 on the team value, especially when they can't leap as well as they used to. It's a tricky one. Like, I'm not saying like I'm certain that I'm right on that or anything, but yeah. Dilemma for sure. Right, let's put some pressure on the ball. Probably should have done this sooner. And then how do we do the rest? Well, the tree is going to be not much use soon, so might as well just move it somewhere. At least makes it go the wrong way around. The long way around. Witches are back here and over here, so we can not worry about the sideline here, which is nice. Cheeky hand job is definitely worth having. Do you know what's definitely worth doing as well, BB Jock in the new rules? Movement on the catches. It's the most easy stat to get, and a movement on catcher is game changing. So yeah, I do think it's worth saving for some players to get the stats, but your odds of getting the strength up are really low anyway, and then if you do get it, it's really expensive. But movement is, you're like almost guaranteed to get movement if you decide to save for the stat up. It's really, really likely. So this is turn 7. So the reason I did the screen on this side is I felt like making the screen on this side was going to stop these players from being scoring threats, because in the end, all we need to think about really is which players can score next turn. These two obviously can. This will be able to if it does a dodge. But we kept these players out of the potential scoring threats by doing the screen on this side. And I think I'll have enough speed to be able to hit players over here still. So that was my thinking. Will all players take a sneaky get dirty player in the new rules? Definitely.
Cause I'm just a CCL griefer, baby.
Thanks, back. Definitely a sneaky get. Dirty player maybe, but sneaky get 100%. I think every team that has agility access is taking a sneaky get. I'm playing Imperial Nobles in my local tabletop league at the moment, and my greatest sadness with them is they don't really have a natural sneaky get player.
I'm just a CCL griefer, hellboy like you.
Because the only players with agility access on a primary skill are the knights, the blockers, and obviously you don't want to give a knight sneaky get generally. Rowdy vanity pass. Another snake. Another snake we can just score. No. Okay, so they've got 3 scoring threats if they get this one up. Which they do. Could we get 2 dice on this? If we went for the ball. Annoyingly, not just. We'd have to do the 3+ dodge and then across there. So we could go for 1 dice on the ball. It would be with the reroll 55% to get the knockdown. I think it's probably better not to. Tempting though it is. It's probably better just to make things difficult over here. So that's now not scoring. I'm going to put sidestep over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we're best off actually coming back and just sealing this in. They can definitely get through this. They're elves, but they've got work to do. Oh, this isn't rooted. That should have gone there. Oh, what an idiot. Oh well. I forgot to do something, see? Yeah, that would have been quite helpful, doing that there. Really restricts the movement of those ones. Oh well. I thought the witch last season was enough. New monster. Right, exactly. Dadle doesn't get to complain to me about the stats. Dadle's had some pretty good players. Dadle's had some pretty good Wood Elves. And the one sad thing here is that if they stuff up, we haven't left ourselves a scoring threat, which means they can be a bit more, take all the risks on it. So maybe it was worth keeping that back, I don't know. Would have been nice to have a scoring threat, definitely. So this will be a 3++, to be made. Reroll goes on the catch. So they've got built-in rerolls for dodges, and then they've got, which is 3/3/2, and then they've got 2 GFIs without reroll. It's looking good for them. Yep, they made it. It's a shame. I would say well played, but they've been a bit weird in chat, so I think better just to leave them. So that's bad news. I thought we might get the 1-0 half-time there, which we didn't. And they did chip a player off us on that drive. Don't know if they have enough sidestep to stop us from doing a 1-turn. They don't. So hopefully we can get the 1-turn and... anem it up. I cannot win Chalice. My challenge is to qualify a different team. Of course you can. Everyone can win Chalice. You've been good enough to qualify a bunch of seasons in a row, Enzo. Like, you're definitely good enough to win Chalice. Like, Chalice is a knockout competition, right? Like, you can get... more or less lucky. But, like, yeah, if you can qualify for Chalice, you can win it. Especially with how random Blood Bowl is on like stats and stuff. Like, you never know, if you just get the right stat ups on your team, then you can win. It's a dice game. It's not impossible. Oh, you mean this season's Chalice? I don't know what you've got this season. I haven't looked. I think Dadle's got a really strong shot for this season's Chalice. Dadle's got a crazy team. Dadle's got a crazy team. There's one other really crazy Wood Elf team. Gdanik obviously has got his amazing Chaos team, so for sure is one of the favourites. But I don't know. I think it's open this season. Right. They have set up in a way that makes this more possible. Oh, I've got a sidestep now, so it's super extra possible. Even more possible than it would normally be. The hard bit will be the dodges, which, of course, they did just make theirs, but that doesn't mean we'll make ours. And they didn't put the kick out there. Oh boy, they have had some mistakes, haven't they? So run up here, and we can make this a 3 dice, I think. Strength 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we bring one person in early to be the assist, and then we will blitz down onto that, and that will push up to here. And then let's give ourselves the possibility for more hits afterwards, I guess. Let's also give ourselves players who can recover the ball if it goes in different directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's one of those. Just a stun. Not a great kick for us. I think we still do the blitz here first. Make the catch easier. Well, you're now not needed for the for the recovery, so you can join in here and make this a 3 dice. Might as well take the push here. Do I need to follow up? Maybe I did. That works too. Hey, perfect. There's no intercept chance, so we might as well stay more narrow. It might make the pass easier. Okay. So it's going to be a 3+ pass here, or we could hand it off to you and then do a 2+ pass. That's 2 2s instead of a 3. It's generally better, isn't it? So yeah, we'd go 2+ for the handoff, 2+ for the pass, instead of just doing a 3+ pass or 2 GFIs. Then again, I really want the SPP on you, so maybe it's better to do the 2 GFIs. Because I would really like you to get your first SPP. Okay. Snake the catch. Boo. Oh well. So it's harder because it's only 1-1 at half time and not 1-0, which I think we should have had. But we let them get away with it. However, we are still up. We're still up a player, and we've got a freaky team, and hopefully we can do a nice slow drive and just score on turn 8. That's, I think, the plan, if we can do it. They haven't got strip ball, but they have got some tackle, and they've got frenzy, so... With that snake in there, there was no way that was going to work. So it's a shame we didn't even manage to get the 1 SPP for the pass on you. You're probably the player we most want to score on now. Now we've got the touchdown on Tom, so maybe we carry it on someone else but try to get the ball to you. One's got bludge. Let's try that. We really can't complain too much. Our opponent had a couple of snakes already in the game. We had one there. Oh, Yudliga, have you scheduled yet? Probably we haven't scheduled yet because the round hasn't started yet. But yes, I could play Yudliga's Goblins in Chalice if we both win next round, but I'm not expecting to win my game, and Yud's game is definitely a tough one for Goblins. I think let's just go after this guard here, hey? Get the powers nice. Not even dead. Not even. Take that block. Got a free reroll. And, oh wow. Quad skulls. Well, that changes the game. Now they can take the ball on my drive. And that wasn't me forgetting to pick the ball up. That was me taking the safer action first, because two dice block with wrestle only fails on a 1 in 36. You're going to use a reroll on it, so that was the safest action, in fact, that I could take that turn. That next thing, the ball is going to fail on a 2+, but dice said no, so that suddenly makes this game a lot scarier. Didn't play her own quads, yeah. I don't know what else I could have done. I probably should have moved this one player inside just to be an extra screen on the ball. But in general, I think I did the right things there. I just got the wrong dice. If I'd done the tree block, that would have been more reckless, because I could have made the tree block a 3 dice, but doing that before this would have been reckless. That was the safest thing I could do, really. So we've rolled 3 snakes in 2 turns. Which is quite impressive. It's quite hard to do. It's a lot bigger than 1 in 96. 1 in 36 by 1 in 36 is... Oh, they're not going to go for the ball. They're going to try to scatter it on a frenzy push. Okay, I didn't get the frenzy push. Bit confused by that decision. Could still just dodge through and get it, but yeah. That's a weird choice. I thought you'd blitz this one and just walk in and get it. Just not what they did. Good. Still got the reroll. Will they use it? Yes, they will. Will they go for the ball? Yes, they will. They won't get it. Good. All right. Okay, so we can recover from here, hopefully. Don't think you're doing anything else. Should we just take that hit before using the tackle one? Because we can still have the tackle one afterwards. Fine. That clears you off the ball anyway. We need a consolidation turn, so let's do this in a cautious way. Obviously, yes. It's a shame. Do I just want to carry on the string 4 here? If I carry on the string 4, they've got very few options for hitting it. If we can carry on the string 4. All right. Boy, we're rolling a lot of ones all of a sudden. Well, that's a stressful turn, but at least we've now got the ball back in our control. Certainly not the start to the drive I was hoping for. I was hoping we might remove something. Instead, all we've removed is 2 rerolls of our own. But we have got the ball, which is the most important bit. And we have put 2 of the loners on the tree, which is also nice. And they did use a reroll as well. I'm going to take a jump up it on one of these two. I don't know which one. I like the idea of a passing stat in theory. I think it's a good idea. I agree with you, Cody. I think it's not the passing stat in and of itself that's a problem. It's everything else they've done with passing is more of a problem. Okay, just going to get that mighty bow hit. Getting it on Hack Crunch. Hang on for his Hack Crunch. Hang on, not dead. That's what we like to see. Didn't dodge off the tree at all. I think we want to come this way. This space this way. We've slightly made a pickle for ourselves by carrying on the one tackle piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 squares going that way still. Wasn't my intention originally to carry on this piece, but after things went badly, which they continue to do, I thought carrying on strength 4 would be handy to just make things safer because it makes it hard for them to hit, which is still the case. But it just also reduces our options in terms of who we're blitzing with. I'd love to send this at the sideline, but it's 2 GFIs to get out of surfing position. Just too much. Hi, is this the Magic Mike fan club Twitch channel? I haven't seen Magic Mike, but maybe I will be a fan once I've watched it, which I may or may not do. If Chris is gonna be hosting a screening on Thursday. Mootleys, that seems to be the average opinion of the player base. I guess that's on the passing stat, which I really disagree with. What do you disagree with, Mootleys? Tell us. I agree with Collie. It doesn't matter, right? Because in the end, it's just like different minis or pixels to play with, right? I don't really mind if elves are worse and dwarves are better. I just personally find the dwarf playstyle really boring, so I think it's not exciting for me that dwarves are going to be the strong team. Not the strong team, but one of the really strong teams in this edition. Having said that, there's some new teams that are really strong that are fun, like Underworld are really strong and really fun. So there's just different things. Touch. And weirdly, I'm really enjoying the Imperial Nobles, which I did not expect at all, but I'm really enjoying them. Stand Firm Wrestle is just such an annoying skill combo. I still suspect they're probably bad when they run into the wrong matchups. I think I've been quite lucky that more haven't died. But yeah, the Stand Firm Wrestle and then paired together with Fend as well, obviously, has actually been heaps of fun. Right, should we try to come back towards the tree? I'm actually going to blitz before moving to see if I can move the tree because it may affect what I do with the tree. Fine. Get enough through here. I think we can. So you can get across the front. We actually kind of want you there, don't we? Fine. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. Just put you there and keep that busy. Do not dodge there. Boy, we have rolled a lot of snakes on this drive. This is not a problem. This is not a problem. This is not a problem. It's a good thing this isn't the wrestle one. But that is, and that can get around. Guard is at least well positioned. We've rolled so many ones on this drive, my god. Quad skull on turn 1. Snake on, I suppose that wasn't technically this drive, but snake when we were looking for the one turn at the end of last drive. And another snake here. And a one on the tree as well, which would have avoided us needing to do that. In fact, if we got a knockdown here, then many things would have been more straightforward. I'm pleased that I did at least some of the right things to shore this side up first. But yeah, this isn't good. This is definitely a hittable ball. And the sun there obviously also not helpful, even if we keep the ball. We had a 1 on our pickup as well, didn't we? We really have rolled a lot of ones on this drive, which are complicating life a lot. What's the plan here? I assumed you were going to hit with the wrestle, but the wrestle's moved. Oh, the tackle can get there. Okay. 1 dice for tackle. Yeah. Two GFIs. 2 dodges and 2 GFIs. Okay, that's the reroll. Doesn't get us down, thank goodness. So we have got a dodge route out for the ball. Don't have many friends that could go with it. Boy, this is still pretty complicated. Do we want to just come backwards? Can make a screen backwards. What turn are we on? 13. We have still got some time. That's obviously helpful. Right, yeah. Come hide, and then we'll try and get other players into scoring positions. Giraffe, once again, like against the, just like it was against the dwarfs, making herself a scoring threat. Let's have 2 scoring threats. Fair enough. Stun on the tackle's nice. Hey, Miss Yeti one. Can chain push free? Yeah. I mean, I did think there was a tree. There was some interesting options with the tree block. I just didn't want to do the tree block. The tree block would have opened up some really interesting paths, but like, do I want to throw a 2 dice with a loner? No. That was not how I wanted to start things. Oh, good luck for your job interview, Baz Spotcast. I only just saw that post. Yeah, good luck. Smash it. I hope it's a job you want, and I hope you get it. What dog is that? That's my dog, who is a dachshund, who's currently curled up in a little ball. Sausage dog. Sausage dog currently doing what I call his Cumberland sausage, when he's just a little circle. Coming after this catcher, perhaps. Oh, just going to go for the surf. Fair enough. I left that on, so fair enough. Gets us to 9 on 9. Hackgrinch is injured. How badly? That is the end of Hackgrinch's career with us. Sorry, Hackgrinch. Thank you for your service. Work to do here still. Definitely work to do here. None of these feel like good paths. I think the safest one is actually coming back here and blitzing that. There's 3 pluses in every direction for you. You could get up, but it's 3 pluses in every direction. The rooted tree is in our way. It's a GFI though. It has to be a push from that direction, I think. Otherwise, we're just not going to do what we're trying to do, which is give ourselves a 2+ dodge route. Oi. Good. Also good. So you can get in front of it easy, and you can get in front of it probably easy enough. This would be a lot more potatoey if it wasn't for the strength 4. Even with the strength 4, it's a bit potatoey. Who's next? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can get that guard in there. So leaving the side step there at least makes you do something about that first. So let's try this one. Good. Very good, actually. Covers the back of it, makes that much harder to get into. Maybe now we drop you into this space here. And then let's try to get you out. Good. Very good. Tell you what, we are working for this. Just going to stand that up. We are working for this. Yeah, I think I would have failed that water answer, to be honest with you. Maybe having a strength 4 water answer on the floor, like any time, should probably be fouled. I think I would have wanted to foul it in their position. See, I wanted them to do that. It sucks because I don't want that player to get injured, but it means they've kept this blitzer here and it's one fewer player that's in front of us for the next turn. So that was exactly why I stood that up and didn't dodge, was to get them to leave players there. So I'm glad that worked. Mooney's asking some questions. I'm not actually sure what they're relating to. I don't know if I have time to scroll back up and unpick the conversation. Because we're at the end of the game and I need to concentrate. They blitz. They haven't blitzed yet, have they? So they've still got these 3 players here who can do a blitz. Don't actually know which blitz I would do in their position. Like, it's a tempting option to come back and blitz this war dance, but if you do that, then you're leaving half your team behind me, which obviously I would not be sad about. Okay, yeah, going for that one instead makes more sense. Their GFIs are bad. That's the last reroll if they use it. They do use it. I'm slightly surprised, although it's a tough one. But yeah, no more rerolls for our opponent. They do smack our rookie catcher. Murmur is out for the game. Are they out for the career? No. Just badly hurt. So no SVP for Murmur, sadly, but they live to fight another day. So we could just score this turn, hand off here and 2 GFIs, but that's definitely not what we want to do. Could we hit this one, then we can come inside into this space a little bit. They're both down, probably. Suits us best. So screen the back of it first, because make it hard for them to get the assist in. And then we'll try and cover the front to get in front of that witch elf. Just wonder if I should roll that dice. Okay. Try to make it hard to get this guard in. Fair enough. Boy, injuries are showing up. So we'll make it harder for us to stop the 110 now. Yeah, if they're going to go for a 110, it's just got easier for them, unfortunately. It will be a no reroll 110. And yeah, we're running out of bodies to put in the way. Hey, Fayman. So the main thing on the stat ups that I've noticed is that, like, if you actually look at the chart, especially because at the top option like lets you choose any stat, you're really, really, really likely to get movement if you want it. And movement isn't even that expensive. I can't remember if it's like 20 or 30,000 or something. So like movement is, if you want to save for a stat in the new rules, movement is like really available to you. And for some players in the game, I think that's totally worth doing. Like elf catches with movement, having at least one on the team is real good. Especially now that 110s are easier because you can save multiple rerolls for your 110 turns. What's the play here? Are they just going to do the die for a red dice with the witch? It's the only way they can get an assist is if they dodge this one now. Like just red dice into red dice on the witch elf, or are they just going to try and screen maybe? Okay, yeah, they're going to try and dodge the garden. If they make one more dodge, you can go 1 into 1. They do. Shit. 1 dice into 1 dice. Unless they fail that dodge. Phew. That was a bit scary, that. Still not out of the woods yet. Dodge this and take this hit, I think, don't we? Good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do the blitz without needing to GFI. Got there in the end. It was hard work, that drive. quad skull at the start set a tone for a difficult drive, but we got across the line. So, yeah, we can't do a good one-turn defense. And also with the Apothecary gone, I think I'm going to take the view that a draw here is less bad than one of these players dying. So we will give them a chance to do a one-turn. And there's not much we can do about it. So, yeah. The only way to set up properly against the one turn would put important players at risk, so let's hope that movement 7 and a lack of rerolls is enough to stop them. It's certainly doable though. PGM is a Spanish league for non-chalice teams with an entry condition of team being created specifically for that league. Okay, so this team won't go to, if it doesn't go to chalice, we'll have a chance to play in another competition afterwards. Is that what you mean, Pingwee? And hi. Hi to anyone else I haven't said hello to. Gee, City, I don't think I've said hello to you. Exactly that, yeah. So Andy Davo used to run something. I can't remember what it's called now. I feel like it might have been called the Davotational, but that's what the tabletop tournament's called. Andy Davo used to run a competition where if you didn't qualify a team for Chalice and it had played at least 10 games and it wasn't Shorfs, Dwarfs, a few other teams, basically he sold it as this is a competition to get people to play the more interesting teams. So he checked which teams were played most in CCL and said we're going to do a competition for Marv Invitational, that's what it was. So you'd get more people to play different teams. And at that point I had never qualified for Chalice, and I did that a couple of times and I really enjoyed it, and I'm really sad that he doesn't do it anymore, because I think it's a really nice way for more coaches to get a way of playing competitive games, getting that experience of playing knockout games and getting to carry on a team if you have a fun team that you're not good enough to qualify, or you just got unlucky you didn't qualify. This makes it easier. Quick snap. Good kick though, at least, because that's a movement 6 player, so the pass will be at least a 3+, maybe a 4+. But yeah, the quick snap is not what we want to see, that's for sure. I understand why he didn't keep it going, because it's hard work running a competition and doing it off your own back, and it wasn't like he was making anything out of it other than I think you had to be a sub to take part, so I guess he was making some sort of trade-off there, people had to sub, but I understand why I didn't keep it going, but I was really grateful for it when it was a thing. I enjoyed it, and really nice for coaches like me at that time who were more inexperienced to have that chance to do it. At the beginning I think he was even giving away a free team of Grebo minis to the winner, which sounded like a pretty great prize. Oh, we're going to push this all the way through. Okay, that's neat. Gets the pushes. Starting to think this is going to happen, guys. That's not good for us, for sure. Now you can push that onto here, and then you've got the frenzy there. Yep, another push. Oh, we took a POW. Misclick, I assume. That was on. That was really, really on. Well, a few. This opponent made a couple of really costly mistakes. They made on turn 1, they forgot to pick the ball up. And then on turn 16, they clicked power when a push would have set them up for the 1 turn. So we got bailed out in this one a bit. But then we also rolled a heck of a lot of ones. We rolled a heck of a lot of ones on our drive. We really did. Starting with that quad skull, so I'm glad things worked out, basically. Are they going to foul the tree? Are we going to have another dead tree? Because the apothecary is gone. The decision to use the apothecary early and keep this one around definitely worked out. I'm glad for that. Because that would have stunk if we'd lost the player. But yeah, we needed all of our players in the second half, so I'm glad I did use the Apo. Throw a pass. Don't do the foul. Throw a pass. Nice punch in the end. They were moaning a bit earlier, but they've been nice in the end, so yeah. Well, I think this might be the last game today. We've had 3 games on the Wood Elves. 3 wins. It's a good day for the CCL Leafers. Great big fat 6 in the winnings is nice too. Giraffe deserved an MPPP for how she's been today. She's been heroic today. Who leveled? Oh yeah, Tommy Al leveled, of course. Oh, so close, so close. I guess it's just tackle. Tackle to go with that mitre would be nice. I would have used them to hit more in that last game if it had been if I had tackle. Yeah, it's tackle. So now we've got 2 tackle war dancers. At the start of the day we had no tackle on the team. Now we've got 2 tackle war dancers, both ready to do work. Gives us a lot more versatility with how we use those 2. That really obviously they were amazing the second they rolled. I mean, they were amazing from the start because they're war dancers. They were even more amazing from the second they rolled strength up. But now they are really ready to do their jobs. Trying to decide what to do about this. My usual thing on Wood Elves is that I just don't buy linemen. Once the first set of linemen have gone, I'm more interested in buying positionals. I would prefer not to get the 3rd catcher though until Murmur's got a skill. So I could just fire it and burn 10,000. Or I could just buy the 3rd catcher now. Makes the team a lot more mobile, which is nice. Does take the bank down to 70, which is a little bit lower than I like. Because I like to have that War Dancer replacement fund. I think I'm actually going to burn the 10k. Because I think the next purchase is a catcher. And I think 70k in the bank just makes me feel a little bit uneasy. So I think I'm just going to burn the 10k. And go with a loner for next game. Okay, that's the team. That's game 13 on the Wood Elves. Record is coming along nicely now. It's come a long way from 5-2-1. 5-2-1, I was like, team looks good. Record doesn't. 10-2-1. We like.